Charlotte's #1 for Blazin hip-hop and R&B. Power 98.
You know, and I became a bigger reader and utilized reading as a form of entertainment as I started touring. You know, the touring changed that for me.
What are you reading now?
Well, I just finished my book, The 50th Law, with Robert Greene. I'm still going through the Art of Seduction. He did 33 Strategies of War, The Art of Seduction, 48 Laws of Power. And those books, I kind of like went over them a few times to kind of understand exactly what he was trying to convey in the writing. You know, and it's interesting. I had a writer write something about me one time. I never forget it because my mama told me focus on the positive. My grandmother. And she said, my Coca-Cola colored slanted eyes are enchanting. I'm still trying to find her to send her flowers.
And he said, ladies and gentlemen, he has to go. Album in stores November 23rd, man. We appreciate everything. And speaking of books, I did read the first book, From Pieces to Weight. Can you sign that? Excellent book talking about you being a boxer and some of the things that you went through and how you used, you being a boxer to get through different situations.
Yeah, you know what's interesting, speaking about boxers, I got a chance to speak to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I told him, I said, yo, it's interesting because Floyd fights more than his opponent. Like, every time he goes out, he's fighting the entire room.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, his confidence is mistaken for arrogance, but in order to be as good as he is, he has to be that confident. You know what I mean? And he developed a passion for the actual sport. He's not just a reflection of himself. He's his father's baby. So you gotta understand the festivities of you sitting there watching Dad on TV. He's a professional championship fighter. His Uncle Roger's a professional championship fighter, and they train him good enough to be one. I mean, it's the same thing that goes on with the Mannings.
Yep.
Daddy's the NFL quarterback, MVP, and then trains his two boys to throw the ball to each other until they're both that. You know, it's interesting.
So, your son, how's he doing?
He's fine. He was being held hostage.
Is he free now?
Released. When I'm back in the city, I reach out to his grandmother, and I get him from her because his mom has internal anger for me.
Where did it come from? What did you do to him, Vinny? What did you do to him?
Well, when people develop a sense of entitlement, at some points it can't be met. You can't meet it. You know what I mean? And there was a point that I was spending $500,000 on that situation, and I wasn't even physical. I believe some women have a box, right? Well, all women have a box, and it has a cord, and it runs from the cracker through their spine to the back of their head, and they listen to whoever's utilizing the box. So if there's no music coming from the box because no one is utilizing it, you should look forward to no cooperation.
Oh my God. Dang. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
So, from the time you started your career until now, what do you think is the one lesson that you've learned that you would want to share with other people?
Wow. That away from your physical attributes, stability is attractive. I learned that. I learned that, when you're successful and it's publicly noted, is when a man becomes as attractive as an attractive woman. And when you haven't been under those circumstances, it feels crazy, because you get so much energy. Who the coolest guy in the neighborhood is. He gets the most attractive women. And the most attractive woman in the neighborhood is still selective. She still picks and chooses who she feels like should be with her. Or she would just be someone that we make reference to as
a jump
whore. But when you say a whore, you say we're making reference to different social classes. It's nothing negative. It's nothing negative, This is what we get in hip hop culture for utilizing words that have been invented to create descriptions. I'm constantly being criticized for different reasons. But I've learned to accept it, and and the world will eventually accept it. Me just being me. But a lot of times, those are the things that I've learned, and I enjoy it. You know, I think in my head maybe sometimes I think I can do things that I can't do. Like I'll look and be like, she wants me. yeah, she does. You know, she could probably be looking like, that's a nice hat. You know what I mean? Like, I like that hat. I'm gonna get it for my boyfriend.
We didn't get to ask you this
right?
question before you have to leave, but what happened with Vivica Fox, man? What happened?
I'm gonna ask that. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's what everybody want to know. What happened, though? What happened?
You changed her. She's different now. She's different now.
She has
I don't know
internal
what you
anger
did.
for you.
She has that. You know what I think?
Was it the cord?
Unplug the cord.
Now I was working. The music was working on that. The music was working on that one. I just didn't know what was going on. You know?
But
I mean, it's just, I was in an interesting space. It wasn't really Vivica's fault. You know, it's just, we went out too early. You see what I'm
publicly,
saying? Yeah, because then you put everybody in your business. Like, I didn't know. Look at how long ago that was. That was 03.
Yep.
And he brought it up still, because
Everybody still asking about it.
No,
You talked
because
about it so long in the song.
technically,
and
maybe.
she was devastated, seemingly.
Yeah, well, you know, I just like to state I think I'm special.
Clearly.
You know, but you know what it is too. It's just because I don't really need a lot of things that people put in their life when they can have it. Like I learned about myself. I want things when I can't have them. You know what I mean? So
Like
I wanted
cars.
really expensive cars and stuff like that because I spent time looking at them, like dream cars and things like that. And then you get them and you realize your lifestyle won't permit you to utilize them because you're off traveling, working.
Yeah.
So and you go, I don't know what that is for. Like, for what? You know, you can't actually use it.
So you get bored easily.
Yeah, I'll take a Volvo. You know, I don't need to be seen. I just could just roll and be quiet and be in the house. You know what I mean? Because I get a lot of attention when I'm outside. You can tell I didn't get much when I was growing up, right? You know. So, you know.
I know you get it now.
Yeah.
So let's number one for Blazin Hip Hop and R&B. Thank you, 50 Man. Album in stores.
Thanks for
November
having me.
23rd before I set the strike. You said he's gonna call back on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to call back and talk
Seriously?
about numbers for real.
Okay.
Don't say that, but I would.